Hello everyone, myself Ruchi Patel, working as assistant professor at LJ College of Physiotherapy. Today I am going to take third year topic, that is meniscal test. So the special test which we used to identify the meniscal injuries. So as we all know, in the knee joint, there's both the articulating surfaces, that is the tibia and fibula, both have a con both have a convex articulating surfaces. So the articulating surfaces are very incongruent, so that requires the other structures to provide the smooth motion as well as to provide the concave area. So we have medial and lateral menisci that work as a shock absorbent, that provides the smooth motion, that increase the area for the femur motion. Okay, and overall it helps to reduce the joint compression. Okay, so as we all know, the central part of the menisci, which are which have a less blood and the uh, blood supply, so that whenever the injury is occurring in the central part of the menisci, there are the less chances to get healed, whereas in the periphery area it gets the uh, blood supply, or it gets the nutrients from the movement of the synovial fluid, as well as it has a good arterial supply. So as a result, the whenever injury is occurring in the outer area of the menisci, there are the more chances to get heal. Okay, so the best way to avoid the maximum injuries, or to avoid uh, these degenerative changes to take place more, the best option which we have, that is the mobilize the joint, or do the movement so that the synovial fluid movement uh, will occur, and as a result in the central area of the menisci, that also get some amount of nutrients through the synovial fluid movement. Okay, so often the combination of the test and the clinical sign which we consider for the uh, any diagnosis purpose. So whenever we do any uh, finalize, or whenever we finalize our diagnosis, before that we'll just do this special test for the confirmation. So, in some cases, however, the joint line pain or tenderness, if the ligament have been ruled out as cause of the pain, and it is the result of the meniscal pathology. So sometimes this happen that patient will complain related to the pain and tenderness on the particular area, and this ligaments have been ruled out with the uh, pain and the other special test, then we can consider that there is an injury related to the menisci. So, what are the signs and symptoms whenever the patient is having meniscal injuries? The main is the joint line pain, then loss of flexion motion more than 10 degree, then loss of extension motion more than 5 degree. There will be the swelling around the joint. Then, whenever we do the movement, we feel the crepitations, and of course, along with this, there will be the our special test which comes positive. So now we'll see which all special test which we use for the meniscal injuries. So first is the Epley's test. So how to perform this Epley's test? We just have to make the patient to lie down in the prone position, and this test will do with the compression and with the distraction. So we will ask the patient to lie down in the prone position. We'll ask him to do the 90 degree of knee flexion motion. Then in the first, we'll give compression, and then rotation, medial and lateral rotation. And in the second figure, you all can see the 90 degree of flexion, then this position is maintaining, and along with this, the distraction force which will be given, and along with the distraction force, medial and lateral rotation movement will be allowed. So if rotation plus distraction is more painful, so we just have to keep this point in the mind that if rotation, if distraction is more painful, that it shows the rotation relative to the normal side of the lesion is probably ligamentous. Okay, and if the rotation plus compression is more painful and there is a decrease in the range of motion compared to the normal side, then there will be the chances of the meniscal injury will be more. So what it says, that if you are giving the patient, or if you are using the distraction force, and after that you'll do the rotational motion, and if patient is complaining about the pain, then that is related to the ligament injuries. And with the distraction force, if the patient is complaining of pain, that is related to the meniscal injury. Okay. Then we have Apley's test. So for the Apley's test, same way, the patient should be in the prone position. Therapist knee will support the thigh, and after this, the person will give, or the therapist will give, distraction force, and uh, by this distraction force, the person will get to know that whether the involvement of the menisci or ligament is present. Same way, there will be the compression, and along with the compression, there will be the rotational movement should be checked. Then we have Eagers test. In the Eagers test, the important part is first. In this figure, you all can see the will ask the person to do the lateral rotation, and with the lateral rotation, ask the patient to sit or in the squat position. Okay, so if there's a lateral rotation with squatting is painful, then there will be the medial meniscal injury. And we ask the patient to do medial rotation of the pelvis and hip, and then ask the patient to do squatting position, then there will be the involvement of the medial collateral ligament. Okay, so whenever we do lateral rotation and we'll check, there will be the medial collateral ligament, and when we do medial rotation and then we'll allow the patient to do motion, then there will be the lateral collateral ligament involvement will be there. So same way, in the McMurray test, the patient should be in the supine position. The therapist will lift the leg from the plinth, and along with this, therapist will try to go for the medial and lateral rotation motion, and just to check whether the medial rotation is affected or lateral rotators or lateral meniscus is affected. Then we have Thessali test. In this, the one extremity will be only weight bearing extremity. And the weight bearing extremity, we have to ask the patient to do slight 5 degree of flexion, knee flexion, and then try to rotate your leg in the medial and lateral rotation. So we have to check whether the medial rotation is painful or lateral rotation is painful. So this is a brief idea related to the meniscal injuries, and it's a special test. For the further detail, you all can refer the uh, assessment book, that is orthopedic assessment book by the Maggie. Okay, thank you.